periods are not meant to be extremely unbearably painful. If that's, if that's a fact, then if you're suffering from your periods, I think there's still hope for you to just not do it, not go to work, just cancel work, just reschedule appointments. Hi friends, you get to meet my post-work face again. Welcome back to the Francesca and Disorder, and if you've just bumped into me for the first time, please consider being a friend by subscribing. Today we are talking about periods, and we're not just talking about anybody's period, we're talking about Molly Mae's period. Somehow, I know what is going all up in Molly Mae's but yeah, so the reason why we're talking about this is because in the same video, which I talked about in my last video that Molly Mae did with her sister Zoe, they did touch on periods, and I think today is the day where the Molly Mae soldiers might want to shoot me. Because well, just listen to what I'm going to say today. So the question that made them talk about periods was to Zoe, who was asked, how does she cope? Because Zoe is a gym girl, she's a fitness girl, and I live a fit life through Zoe. I live my fit life vicariously through Zoe, just so you know. Every time I see her going to I forgot the name of that thing, there's something that she goes to, that she runs and does this and does that, like she does many things. I'm like, yes girl. Like in my mind I'm doing those things as well, or in my mind I'm very able to do those things as well. But anyway, so the question was, how does she cope with monthlies, where she's a gym girl and she goes to gym every time, and her answer to that was that she's really lucky with her periods. She gets them for 3 days when they come, and they're really light and very minimal pain, like barely even their pain, which I was like, how does it feel to be God's favorite? Like, how does it feel to be nature's best? They picked her specially. Molly Mae, on the other hand, though, does not have that such luck. Molly Mae has, or she still has, because she said that it's not curable, endometriosis, and she had to have laparoscopy surgery, which you get to try and address endometriosis. It doesn't take it away entirely, but it helps. Apparently it does help. Molly Mae did say in that video that it helps as well. And before her endometriosis surgery, like before the laparoscopy, she had very heavy cramps. Hello, we know about those. Very heavy periods. Hello. Yeah, I think I can relate to Molly Mae, not to Zoe at all. I don't think I've ever in my life had like Zoe's luck with regards to my monthlies, and it's not uncommon for one woman to differ from the other in terms of her reproductive system. For example, one thing they talked about in that video is that Zoe has been on birth control since she was about 16, and she's just had an easy life with birth control. I don't know much about birth control because I haven't been on one. Molly Mae, on the other hand, has tried several birth controls and they just haven't worked. The noise behind the camera is the herbs.
Is that what she got pregnant?
Sorry?
Is that what she got pregnant?
What's wrong with you?
Okay.
Is that a joke?
Don't know.
It's not funny.
If you have a baby, then that's a good sign of the birth control's not working.
You're not funny. That's not what she meant.
Okay.
You're not funny.
Okay.
They don't work because they're not good with her body. They don't agree with her body, and it's not something, look at me, it's not something to laugh about.
Okay.
Women are going through a lot.
Okay. Men are going through a lot too.
No, stop it. You're not funny. I've told you this. Anyway, we need to educate this man. She's not had any luck at all with her birth control. Like, she's tried different ones. It's just been terrible for her. And if you're a woman that suffers from not having luck with birth control, then you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I said that to say that, you know, it's not uncommon for women's menstrual cycles and the way it affects them and their monthlies and reproductive systems as a whole to be different, to differ from one woman to another. Heck, even when a woman is pregnant, apparently no two pregnancies are the same. We're not there yet, but we'll find out. We will find out one day or not. Molly Mae, however, said that since she's had a baby, it's reduced. Like, it's changed, it's improved significantly. She said it's significantly improved, and she was told, surprise, surprise, I was told as well that, when you have a baby, these troubles that you have with periods, with your monthlies, they are going to be a thing of the past. And I'm looking forward to it or not. If that's a fact, then if you're suffering from your periods, I think there's still hope for you. Look out for when you have a baby. I think the only thing though is what about women who, even after they have a baby, it doesn't change for them? It's still, they're still suffering with it. It's still bad. So it goes back to what we touched on in the last video, where we said, like, if you're discussing your lack of libido or low drive with your friends, and your friends are like, no, I'm not experiencing that, no, I actually love it, I like to have it 20 times a day, you'll feel abnormal, you'll feel like something is wrong with you. I feel like it will be the same thing with women who keep hearing that, after you have a baby it's going to improve, and they hold out that hope and it never happens for them. But I don't know what to say to that. I'm just pointing that out. And then one thing else that stood out to me was Zoe asked Molly Mae, what if you went to the doctors with your painful monthlies and how it was happening with you, and they said nothing was wrong, you didn't have like endometriosis or any other condition, and it was just normal, this was just your period, it was just normal for you. To which Molly Mae responded and said, if you have periods like that, then you know that something is off. You know that there's definitely something wrong. I say that to say to people, to everybody, to all of you, that if you feel something off with your period, periods are not meant to be extremely unbearably painful. Because I know in my secondary school, I know a girl that used to throw up every time she had periods. Like, she used to scream so much and she'd be throwing up. I had bad periods as well. I still have bad periods. My whole point is, if you're suffering, if you're dying from your periods, please go see a doctor, because there will be something off. Let's not say there may be something off, so it's worth going to see a doctor. However, I think Molly Mae said, that something is off. The question is still there though. What if nothing is off? Because even I said there may be something off, there may be something wrong. But what if ultimately nothing is wrong and that's just you? How would you cope? Which brings me to the point of why I'm making this video, and the title that you've seen in this video that says Molly Mae has period privilege. Because they ended this topic, okay, before I come to where they ended this topic, I did skip something a bit. Molly Mae said that she really had very bad monthly, so much so that she used to cancel work, she used to reschedule appointments just so that she could focus on the period and make it through the period. And I was like, what? You can do that? No, I know what she's saying. Like, the reason I'm saying what, you can do that. Look at me, I've come back from work 9 to 5. Imagine if I called my work and told them that I had periods, so I couldn't work. I know that a lot of places and a lot of people are coming into the point where now they're giving women, menstrual leave and, cutting women a slack, as they should. However, the reason why I say that Molly Mae has period privilege is that the way she said it, and look, don't think that this is a bash Molly Mae video. It's just like some women's life are like that. Hello. The way both of us, you and I both, I think that if you're able to watch this video, you having things as simple as sanitary sanitary pad or like, you know, period hygiene products, it's not a problem for me. I don't think if you're watching this video, I don't think that's a problem for you. However, there are people who it's a problem for. Hence, if you go on the internet and just type period privilege in Google, you will see there's a lot of campaigns about that. So that's a privilege that I have that those people don't have. However, the privilege that Molly Mae has, that she can at will cancel work, reschedule appointments just because of her period, is what I think that all of us as women should have. That is where I was coming to with this. Have you seen recently those clips that go around about they said periods are as painful as heart attacks? It's funny, but there's a joke. I think I'll probably put the joke here now, or I'll link it in the comment section or in the description box, whatever. But there's this joke that says the reason why this was not found out since all this while, like research has not discovered that periods are as painful as heart attacks, is because it's men that have been doing the research. And until women came into that research, then there was no awareness. I'm laughing because, like, it's funny how now periods are being equated to heart attacks. Like, what did you people think all this time? No, what did these men think all this time? We would have periods and we would go to work. And do you know that it's a thing of shame in some places? There are cultures and there are places in this world. There are even enlightened people in this world that you will say to that, I'm suffering from my period, like I'm in my monthlies, and they'll look at you as if you're not supposed to just carry on with your day. Do you know this?
Doctors are now saying that the pain we feel when we experience period cramps is equivalent to the pain we feel when we have a heart attack. And we didn't know that before because male medical researchers weren't getting periods. And they didn't know that was a thing they needed to research. So we've been enduring this pain for years and just going to work. Because we're trained that way. We're trained to be like, it's fine, it's pain, but it's nothing. I can endure anything. And we can. But that doesn't mean we have to ignore the way our body feels. And I think these tampon commercials are detrimental. They're always like, oh, you're on your period? Don't let that stop you, girl. Get out there. Go surfing. Go play a sport. Get on a horse. I don't want to do that when I'm not on my period. If you saw a man bleeding uncontrollably and having a 4-day-long heart attack, you wouldn't be like, don't let that stop you. Get on a horse. That shows you how strong we are. But there should be a trade-off. Like, yeah, I'll go to work. I'll do everything I'm supposed to do. But I should be able to openly talk about how I feel. I'm bleeding 1/4 of every month. There's a 1 in 4 chance that when you talk to me, I am just gushing. If someone calls you out, like, I noticed you were a little late today, Sandra, it should be well within your rights to be like, oh, I woke up with a pussy heart attack today.
Zoe ended that video by saying, well, not that video, that topic, by saying, if you're on your monthlies and you don't feel like doing anything and you don't feel like, or you don't feel like, you're not up for it, just cancel things, don't do it. But I think she meant gym, excuse me. I think she meant gym because that was the question. However, I think that if you're on your monthlies and you can't do anything and it's really bad, and it better be really bad, because don't make people think that women are just being snowflakes. I don't think any woman would just, talk about period in a way that if it's not that bad, then we want to get up and do things when we're in our period. We want to move about, because a lot of the time if you're able to move about, then it kind of subsides. It helps, movement helps with it sometimes, but sometimes can you even? So yeah, I think I agree with, if you're on your monthlies and you don't feel up for anything, don't do it, don't force it, don't push it. However, we need to try and think about the fact that a lot of us are not able to just not do it, not go to work, just cancel work, just reschedule appointments. But I say all that to say that shouldn't we have that option? Like our workplaces, if Molly Mae has that privilege, that is again, I want everybody to recognize that is a privilege, and that privilege is not a bad thing. It's not, again, a lot of privileges are not a bad thing. So if one person has it, why can't others have it? And I'm not saying that, someone is favoring Molly Mae and not favoring us. That's not how I'm saying it. I don't know. If you understand, if you're sensible, you understand where I'm coming from. I need to say that in all my videos, because I feel like if anybody is sensible and thinking with their brain cells, you will know where I'm going with this video. I am saying that yes, I recognize her privilege, which I suppose she recognizes, because there was not a lot of time in this video to go into whether she recognizes it or to even add any nuance to this conversation. So I think she does. If you speak to her, you'll probably realize that she recognizes it, that there are people who work, in capitalism, hello capitalism, and are not able to control their time like that in their monthlies, give themselves that time, treat themselves to cancelling work and rescheduling appointments. You can tell that I'm really salty now when I say cancelling work, rescheduling appointment. But yeah, it's two things that I want to say. I want us to recognize that privilege is available. Some people do have it. I also want us to, more of us, if you're a man watching this, the Hubs is here. And I'm going to say to you, hello?
Hello.
You are a boss to women.
Mm-hmm.
You're senior in your role.
Yeah.
And, there are women that work under you. What would you do if a woman says to you that I can't come to work, or I couldn't do this job because I had period?
Looks slightly embarrassed.
Sorry?
Probably just looks slightly embarrassed.
Why? Because she's talking about period to you.
Yeah.
And can we also talk about why is period embarrassing? Is natural, but we'll talk about it another time. But if you want to talk about it in the comment section. So yeah, continue. Why would you look embarrassed?
Because it's all about periods.
No, but why is it embarrassing?
It just is.
It's natural. It's a natural phenomenon.
If it sounds like a massive crap, I wouldn't ever tell you that to people.
Okay, so how would you no, but you're laughing. You think it's funny.
But it's true.
But how would you like a woman, you're someone working under you, to broach the conversation of she's in her monthlies or she has her monthlies, and so that's the reason why she couldn't pull up with work?
I just rather she didn't feel well, to be honest.
Men, is he speaking for you?
Use a euphemism. Let's find a euphemism.
Okay, like what? No, because if she said she didn't feel well, then she would probably not feel well another time in the month, and it's actual illness. Period can be illness, but it's a different illness. Would people not look at her like,
probably not? You're
always ill. What's the problem?
Probably not.
You say probably not. Is that because that's who you are? You wouldn't do that? There are people who do that though. There are bosses who do that.
Yeah. Well, it's not really done in my company. So.
Okay, oh well. Anyway, I was putting him on the hot seat to say, if you're a man, even if you're a woman in a higher position, because a lot of women, not a lot of, some women, some women are probably in higher position, but if you're junior, if say for example I'm a woman in higher position and I have really easy periods, I've never experienced bad periods, and my junior is saying she's experiencing bad period, I'll probably not understand. But I like to think that women are not, I like to think that there is no woman that would not understand whether or not you have it good or bad. I think I've said everything that I need to say in this video now. I believe that we should come to a place where more of us have period privileges. More women have period privileges in this world, in our workspaces, in capitalism. Should I repeat it? Capitalism. Yeah, we should come to a place where, we're cut more of a slack during our monthlies, because I think we deserve it. I think it's not. Oh, there's also a debate on the internet where there's an ongoing debate on whether menstrual leave is a basic right or a privilege. My take is that I do not think it's a privilege. So I don't think that Molly Mae has a privilege. I think that, we say it's a privilege. I've said all through this video that it's a privilege. However, it is a basic right that she has the privilege of exercising. Let's end this video on that note. Don't forget to like, share, let me your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the things that I've said. Share this video. Let other women get talking about this. I don't think that I've done it justice. I don't even think that I've scratched the surface. I may have the tip of the iceberg, but I haven't really, gone into it in these few minutes. So yeah, let me know what you think and share it. Let other people get talking about it wherever you are, in your friendship group, in your WhatsApp group, on your own corner of the internet if you like. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.